Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, fellow Kenyans. Yesterday, I cautioned you that our numbers are likely to rise. Today, we have a new high of 47 persons who have tested positive to the disease. Thus, Kenya now has 581 people who have tested positive from the beginning. In today's number, 32 persons are from Mombasa, while 11 are from Nairobi. We now have 2 cases in Busia, 1 in Kiambu, and 1 in Kwale. Again, the cases in Mombasa are mainly in Old Town, with 18 cases, 18 additional cases being from the Old Town, and 5 additional cases here in Nairobi, again going to Eastleigh. In terms of number, in terms of gender, once again, we have 31 who are male and 16 who are female. We are also lucky today that we have released 8 persons. 8 persons have been discharged, which brings the number of discharged persons to 190. On a sad note, though, I want to inform you that we have lost an additional 2 persons from coronavirus disease in Mombasa, bringing this number to the number of deceased persons to 26. But of more serious concern regarding those deceased persons is that both of them, aged 68 and 72 respectively, actually passed away at home. Now, I'm going to allow Dr. Amos, after my speech, to talk to the danger of persons passing away at home, because it means that a lot other people can get infected that way. Let me also say this. We have got 1 patient in Kenyatta National Hospital who traveled from Tanzania through Loitoktok, traveled with matatus, etc., and is now in Kenyatta National Hospital. This person did not come through the border points, but came through Panya routes. Now, the problem with this is that the citizens, as I have said before, we Kenyans, the people in those areas, are the ones who should actually have reported the sighting of this gentleman. Because, as we well know, the borders are porous, they are lengthy areas, and it is very difficult for police on their own to be able to monitor who is coming across the various areas that we have mentioned. And therefore, when that happens, it is the population that is going to suffer. As I alluded yesterday, we have identified some epicenters where the numbers have continued to grow. These are especially Eastleigh in Nairobi and Old Town, Mombasa. The situation in those areas has now become of serious concern. In order to contain the spread of infection in these 2 particular areas, the government has recommended that further containment measures will be followed. Subsequently and pursuant to Rule 3 of the Public Health COVID-19 Restriction of Movement of Persons and Related Measures, Rules 2020, Legal Notice 50, the Ministries of Health and that of Interior Coordination of National Government have directed as follows. there shall be cessation of movement in and out of Eastleigh area of Nairobi with effect from today, the 6th of May, 2020, at 7 p.m. for the next 15 days. There shall be cessation of movement in the area known as Old Town in Mombasa with effect from today, the 6th of May at 7 p.m. for the next 15 days. There will be closure of any markets, any restaurants, and eateries within those two areas. That is, the area of Eastleigh in Nairobi and Old Town in Mombasa, with effect from 6 May 2020 at 7 p.m. for the next 15 days. Further, the government has also said that the cost of targeting testing and quarantine and government quarantine facilities shall be met by the government. Kenyans should therefore forthwith not be afraid. Let me repeat that. Effective today, government quarantine facilities will be occupied by those told to do so by the Ministry of Health. We will be given that facility free of charge. This is to facilitate those who may feel that they do not want to go for testing because of the cost of quarantine. That is no longer the case. These measures are not intended to punish anybody in those affected areas. Rather, these measures are supposed to protect those in those areas who may get the disease from movement of persons. Now, let me explain what that means. It therefore means that movement within those areas, when you are going to buy something, when you are going to unnecessary outing for a few people, if you are going to shop, then you can do so. What you cannot do is to leave the area to go to another area. And this will be clarified, the specific geographical locations will be clarified in the order by the Ministry of Interior Coordination and Interior and Coordination of National Government.